The man accidentally discovered that the company's female president was actually his secret crush he had met abroad. Due to the status gap, he didn't dare to step forward to recognize her. After hesitating for a moment, he finally mustered up the courage to enter the company. Unexpectedly, the woman recognized him at a glance. The moment their eyes met, the man panicked and turned his head away, feeling her gaze lingering on him. He forced a smile, and the woman also sighed at the fate that had brought them together. After the meeting, the woman walked over surrounded by senior executives, but she only nodded at him. This made the man a little disappointed. In fact, the woman was extremely excited. After returning to her office, she immediately took out the man's file. Learning that his family ran a fruit shop, she couldn't help but think of their time together abroad, and also became curious about his hometown. As she walked out, she happened to see the man talking happily on the phone. The secretary beside her speculated that the person on the other end might be his girlfriend. The woman felt a twinge of loss, but forced herself to stay calm. After work, the woman went to the amusement park near the man's home. She sat on a swing, feeling the childhood joy he once had. At that moment, the man, who had just returned home, happened to see her. He greeted her in surprise. The woman, caught off guard, felt a little embarrassed, but had to pretend to be calm. She was about to leave with an excuse, but just then, the man called her back. It turned out he wanted to give her the photos he had taken before, so he pulled her to look at them. Watching the man's happy expression, the woman smiled alone. After looking at the photos, they were attracted by a claw machine. He confidently tried to show off his skills, but failed several times in a row. The woman couldn't help but step forward to try it. Unexpectedly, she caught a toy on her first attempt and gave it to him. The man was as happy as a child when he received it. The next night, the man was drunk on the roadside and was found by the woman. She wanted to send him home. At that moment, the man stumbled over to her. On the way, he rambled on drunkenly, talking endlessly about his convenient tie. The woman unconsciously curled up the corners of her mouth. When they parted, the man took out a bag of dried squid from his pocket and handed it to her. She quickly refused, but he said it wouldn't dirty her hands, and asked if she looked down on him. The woman had to take it. On the way, she couldn't help but smile as she looked at the dried squid. The next day at work, the man recalled the embarrassment of the previous night and felt more and more regretful. Just then, he received the news that the woman was looking for him. He was filled with nervousness, but he never expected that the woman handed him a bottle of hangover drink and teased him about the dried squid and the tie. The man's face turned bright red with shyness, while the woman secretly smiled. Just as he was about to apologize, the woman smiled and said, "Then treat me to a meal." The man nodded quickly. Love quietly sprouted from that moment on.